Welcome to Brain Vision.
So here you see z depends on two variables x and y, and then those depend on three variables s, t, and u. So using the chain rule, let's start with this term here, dz over ds. That's dz over, well, how do you get from z to s? You can go zx and then x to s. Or you can go from z to y and then from y to s. So here, let's go ahead and compute that derivative. So derivative of z with respect to x. Derivative of x with respect to s is just 1. Derivative of z with respect to y is x squared. And derivative of y with respect to s is just tu squared. So we can't quite stop yet because we want to find the numerical value by plugging in this point here. So we should also find x and y. So x is s, so we have 4 plus 2 times t minus u. So that gives you a 7. And then y is s times t times 1 squared, giving you 8. So that means that we could plug in all these values for x, y, s, t, and u. And then we'll have x squared, so that's 7 squared, and then t times u squared, so that's just a 2. And so go ahead to the calculator or just go to the side and work this out. I'm getting 1582, and that's our first answer. Next up, derivative of z with respect to t. Use the chain rule again. Going from z to t, you can go this way. Or you can go this way. We've already computed the derivative of z with respect to x. That was this value over here. Derivative of x with respect to t, that'll be a 2. Derivative of z with respect to y, we did this already. That's just x squared. And then derivative of y with respect to t, that's su squared. So we should be plugging in and then let's go to the side and go to the calculator and plug this in. So I'm going to type that in right now. And I'm getting 1792. So let me just double check that, confirm that answer. Nope, looks like there was a mistake here, so let me go back. Recheck my answer here, so one moment. Okay, so I'm getting 3164. And then finally, we'll go to the next page and compute the last derivative. going from z to u. So you can go from z to x, and then x to u, or z to y, and then y to u. Derivative of z with respect to x, we already did this one twice. Derivative of x with respect to u, that's a -1. Derivative of z with respect to y, we know that's x squared. And then the derivative of y with respect to u, 2st. So remember our values: x equals 7, y equals 8, s equals 4, t equals 2. And so here it looks like I forgot this should have been 2st and then a u there still, using the power rule. So remember, this is coming from y equals s t u squared, and differentiate that with respect to u. So go ahead and plug in your numbers. And then don't forget that u is just 1. So once again, I'll go to the calculator here, enter all this in. And so the first term whereas the second term. So just go ahead and subtract those, and that'll put you at 1652, our final answer.